Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Ka Deputy Commissioner ka East Khasi Hills District ka Kong RM Kurba, kalau penbena bagi kendon perking election lani ka Model Code of Conduct, kin Treikam Naduh ka arpunyo tarik ukala lingkar arja arpesan, bat day kani kesengi ansa penmi iru ya kajing penbena nak benta ka election jet MDC, kaban sedang nak kajing Thep Kyrteng jong ki Kyrtong. Haba keren syakilat pathai kubor hadian kajing kenduk bat kinong yalam, kiseng sang perthai menta kesengi ka arpesau tarik kala lingkar arja arpesan, ka DC kalau ong, baan sepenmi yaki hukum, ban Treikam yaki kendon perking election ki bagen Thep, ya kajing perking ban ra pisa palat san po hajar tingka shaneng, kajing don kam ban IT no shwa yaki tiar siat, khamtam kito ki badan sulai, nalor kiwe kajing perking ki balabu. Haba pentep baka East Khasi Hills District kadai ki badan buntam, ki Konstitwensi hakani ki election syaki HADC, ka kongkurba kala penbenaru yaki Kyrteng jong ki returning officer, ki badai ban pediang yaki kot Thep Kyrteng jong ki Kyrtong, na ki Konstitwensi bapher. Hakani ki election ya kamadan puluh bat JN Stadium, anumpenan kam shu, handai anpenan kam no ya ki interstate bus terminus, kebadan hamaulai mauyong, Naduh kajing Thep Kyrteng ya ki Kyrtong, bat kajing new vote, kenang ban lat na kadaheng kali ke bakta ya ki kena, ki balasdang ban long school hakini ki sengi. Ke DC kala ya thuru syapang kajing penbit penbiang na kabenta kajing Thep Kyrteng ki Kyrtong, kaban sedang Naduh ka arpunyo tarik kala lingkot arja arpesan, ha ka baki Kyrtong na ki shipau tadi ki Konstitwensi, kinlait ban Thep Kyrteng, halagi jong ki returning officer, ki ban sa syong ha Isbt, ha maulai mauyong, kat ba ki Kyrtong na kilai tadi ki Konstitwensi, kin Thep Kyrteng ha DC office, bat ki Kyrtong na ar tali ki Konstitwensi, kin Thep Kyrteng ha penusla civil subdivision, bat ar tali ki Konstitwensi ha soara civil subdivision. Labatai ru syapang kajing penbit penbiang yi kor Thep vote, lani electronic voting machine, ki baladan lepa mentah ha Isbt, bat an sapenan kam, hakeleng ki jaka Thep vote, anda ladai ke sengi Thep vote ke banlong haka arpuai tarik rempang arjar arpesan.
Election on Monday, that is 27 January 2025. We are going to also issue some prohibitory orders for defacement of any private and public property. The period of filing of claims and objections for enrollment in the electoral roll has already been completed on the 22nd, and on the 27th we are going to release the electoral roll, the final electoral roll. Thereafter, the same will be handed over to the political parties, and it will also be people can review it. Assembly KHADC constituency, and out of which 10 constituency will be the nomination will be taken in Isbt 10, 3 will be in DC's office, and 2 in Poplar Norsla, and Lankadan will be in SDO Civil Norsla. So the 3 assembly against constituency which will be taken up in DC's office will be Noxpong, Soyong and Soraka. Okay. The rest then will be in Isbt. And then about 2 rounds of training with the ROs and AROs, and also with the political party. And today this is the third and final round with the political parties. We'll brief them the same thing that we are briefing you just now. As you all know, the law and order situation in our district is peaceful, except for 1 or 2 pockets, which that also will be handled. Then we have a ceiling of expenditure for the candidates, which is 5 lakhs. The security deposits is 3,000. And also we have the commissioning of the EVMs. As of today, all the EVMs are there in Isbt. As today, it's a warehouse because it contains the EVMs of other districts too. But once we commission the EVMs, they will keep it in the strong room in Isbt itself, and from there we'll distribute to the different polling station on the date to be notified on Monday. Okay, so yes, we have actually the list of symbol also will be getting soon, so we'll be sharing with the political parties. If there's anything that you would like to ask more, so this will be settled. As of today, it's under curfew. One particular location, that is the Krishna Mission School, but that will be resolved.
Okay. And in terms of political leaders, any kinds of concerns that they've raised or that is needed to be focused on by the administration?
No, nothing. Not here to mention, but we have taken care of everything. Actually, what happened is, as you all know, this is a period when school will be starting very soon, and also you've seen in the day-to-day there's traffic jam. Number two is that there are schools which have the board exam has already been started. So to ease the traffic, and also because most of the activities of this election process is in Isbt, so we've decided that 10 of the constituency should be in Isbt.
Counting
Everything. Counting for all constituency. Inclusive of Isbt, 3 in DC's office and 2 in Penunsula for the nomination. But for counting, everything will be from Isbt. Which one you want to know? 6 Treikam, it'll be Madam Manaliza Lakyam. For 7 Morgan Road, it'll be Glistering Dahar. For 8 Nongkrem, Kumari R. Kulkarni. 9 Nankadam, Srimati Ivarinia Liza Wajri. 10 Nongshken, Lamrich Kharman. 12 Mausanram, Shanborram Wajri. 14 Mudlem, Jacinta Umdor. 15 Laban, Srimati P.K. Sangma. 16 Nongthamai, Shri Tosan Bahar Marwin. 17 Labkra, Srimati Dadikanti Khashiyeng. 18 Mokhar, Shri Sylvester Hanbo. 19 Jayal, Aldrin El Bare. 20 Maulai, Srimati Dahun Shisha Dingdor. 21 Mauglam, Shri Kyrteng Semisa Nongsting. 22 Nongspo, Shri Peter Tremi Pasar. Will be effective from Monday. There are a few things that needs to be noted. Number 1, I will not read the whole thing. I've just we've highlighted a certain portion. All political parties contesting candidate by prior permission from the Deputy Commissioner's Office or Divisional Officers Civil Office for holding any public meeting, procession and rally. That also include using of loudspeaker. Then for handling of the polling booth, no one without a valid pass from the returning officer concerned, not from DC, from the returning officer concerned, shall enter the polling booth. Then the next is cash. Carrying of cash money in excess of 50,000 is prohibited. Okay? If anyone, there are business people who do carry cash more than 50,000, they have already applied along with all relevant documents. There are people who are doing big business people, so they've already applied. Okay? And the contest that will be for both the in public as well as contesting candidate and their supporters. And any violation of this modern code of conduct shall be addressed by the Deputy Commissioner and also the returning officer concerned. That's it.
What about
But also we have already issued an order for people with arms to deposit it in the Malkhana.
Hakani kasngi la yo ru ya kajing batai lingkon hakabede ba kajing penan kam ya ka Isbt kabala batai da additional deputy commissioner uba Roni Walang. Ula batai ba ka Isbt kade ka jaka ka ba kham ka lut ba don lupa ki jaka penyeng kali ha ka ba ki Kyrtong ki ba Thep Kyrteng ru kin khamsuk bandrung shapo namar anum sha ya ki pat ba bandrung lang shapo Isbt ha ka por ba Thep Kyrteng.
Counting of the votes, which is scheduled on the 24th of February 2025. We have had a very meaningful deliberation, and we are grateful to the representatives of the different political parties who have spared their valuable time to be here with us. As you are aware that the model code of conduct will come into force on the 27th of January, that is on Monday. And as pointed out by Madam DC, prohibitory orders will be issued today itself, but will come into force from the 27th of January. Prohibitory orders on defacement of property, prohibitory orders on deposition of arms, prohibitory orders as far as carrying money is concerned beyond 50,000, and for which, if there are individuals, if any, who carry cash beyond 50,000 without intimation to this office, the same will be confiscated by our teams comprising of sector magistrates and sector police officers.
Arrangement of Isbt. Okay, the general public will not be allowed beyond this point, the entrance. This is the parking that has been reserved for candidates and election agents. So there's going to be a police checkpoint over here. Okay, the strong room is actually going to be here. But as Madam has correctly pointed out, that it is not as yet a strong room because the commissioning of EVMs is yet to be completed. These are the nomination halls, the 10 halls where nominations will be received by the respective ROs for the DCC constituencies assigned to Isbt. Okay, and then obviously there is a huge parking space here for which parking for all the officers involved in the election machinery will be used. We also request our friends in the media that if your vehicles are coming in, kindly please park your vehicles this side so as to not cause any obstruction for the movement of candidates and election agents, together with the proposer, seconder, and maybe their spouse to the nomination process. Here there is a small instruction for each one of you during the nomination process. Focus only on the candidates giving their oath. Okay, please do not move from behind the RO. That the nomination papers are sacrosanct. These are legal documents and for which it should not be going to the public domain. You can always accompany the candidates as and when they file the nominations. So we also have an area that is designated for you where we will have a lounge for the members of the press and the electronic media so that you do not have to move out and move in every time. You can always use that lounge for the nomination process at Isbt because the maximum number will be in Isbt. Of course, in DC's office, you are at liberty to also use this room during the nomination process, but the nominations will be happening upstairs. 2 constituencies upstairs, Soyang and Nongspong, and Nongspong and Treikam, and the building behind will be used for Nongspong. Okay. Just go to the next one, please. The issue and receipt of EVMs. So as you must be aware, there are certain polling stations which will be moving 2 days prior to the polls, that is on the 19th. Very few polling stations. These are to very far off areas, difficult areas. And majority of the polling stations will be moving on the 20th. As you know, the polls are on the 21st. So they will move from here and they will also bring back the EVMs here. Okay, so as you must have seen that we have marked these constituencies. These are the receipt areas for the different constituencies. And this will also be the area where we will issue all the materials to all our polling personnel. And on the day of counting, this will also be the same area which will be secured and used for counting of the EVMs.
Total how many polling stations?
At present, because it's still draft, we have 836. The final list of polling stations together with the final list of voters will be made available to you on the 27th, which is the final day for publication of the electoral rolls of KGDC.